Good evening, everybody. Welcome. It is Tuesday night, and it's time for our weekend recap. I apologize for missing last week. It was kind of a last minute, unavoidable thing, uh, but I do apologize for that. So this week, to make up for it, you're going to get a double sized, if you will, episode of weekend recap as we talk about not only what we did this past week, but we'll cover what we did the week before as well. Um, that being said, let's just jump right into it. Stopped by and one of the places that we went was Slayton Chiropractic. I make a pretty regular visits out there, and it really makes it so that my back doesn't hurt nearly as much as it did before I started going. So I appreciate that. I appreciate the time and effort that she's put into it, and yeah, it makes I feel pretty good. Yes, yes, there were trips, ships to Tradrax. There were trips to Shadrax. I did not get your sticker. There were several trips made over the last couple of weeks. This past weekend was sticker day, and I went to Shadrax on Saturday and forgot to get the sticker. So I got to see if I can get by one of the Shadrax locations sometime this week. I mean, I guess if I really have to. It'd be such an annoyance, but I'll do it if I have to make sure that I get that sticker that I forgot to get on Saturday. But yes, there were trips to Shadrax. I think over the course of the last 2 weeks, we've made it to both of the Shadrax locations in Paragould. Um, I don't remember if I went to Hilltop this past week or not. Sometimes the days just kind of run together for me. So, but I don't remember if I made it to one of the Jonesboro Shadrax this past week or not. We did go out for a special occasion last week and decided to go as a family down to Blue Ember and have dinner to celebrate. So that was quite enjoyable. We were talking about this. We were discussing this while we were there. That it was not long ago that Blue Ember only had about 3 locations, and they have been growing rather quickly. If you look at the cups they give you that have the locations printed on them, there used to be, I think there was one in Fort Smith, there was one in Jonesboro, there was a third location, Conway, maybe I don't remember, but now there's a few opening up, a few more opening up. Supposed to be one or two opening up in Northwest Arkansas, and I think they're up to either 5 or 6 locations now. So congratulations to them on continuing to grow. They have some really really good food, and don't go there very often, but I do enjoy it when we get a chance to. Not this weekend, but the weekend before, I stopped by Unraveled Yarn Boutique uh, to check on an order that I made. Probably need to go back there this week because it should be ready. But I ordered some of Unraveled's their custom dyed lot that they made in conjunction with the Weber Bookhouse Book of the Month, and which, by the way, I don't know how I feel about that book. That book was a little odd because it was really kind of 3 stories, I think, and I'm not really sure that they all connected. They were just all in the same book, and we were listening to it in the audiobook, and it there maybe if it was in if I'd been reading the paper copy, it would have been a little better because I could have seen the transition from story to story. But listening to the audiobook, that kind of got muddled, and I wasn't quite sure where one ended and the next one began. Uh, so yeah, there were some points in there where I was a little confused because it's like all of a sudden some of the names were still the same, but there were other names that were different, and uh, yeah, it was just anyway. Enough of that sidetrack. Anyway, I do need to go pick up some yarn from Unraveled, so I'll probably maybe see if I can't sneak over. Maybe I'll do that when I go to Shadrax this week. I'll go to Unravel and Shadrax at the same time. And if I do it on the way home from work, Jersey's going to say I need to do it on Thursday so I can stop by something sweet for Keto Day, and that'd still probably be cheaper than taking Jersey to Unraveled with me.
also has some more yarn waiting for me, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. You did order that yarn. Oh. I'm probably going to be buried alive under an avalanche of yarn one of these days. That's probably how the final chapter in my saga will end.
Your stuff.
My saga. I was going to say story, and then I thought saga sounded more epic. So because it's not quite as epic as an epic, but it's more epic than a story, so that makes it a saga. This past Saturday was the final weekend for the Paragould Farmers Market for their regular market season. The August 31st was the last regular market of the season. Now there are two more markets coming up. There will be a fall market that takes place the last two Saturdays in September. That will be September 21st and September 28th. And we look forward to being at those. We were planning on being at the farmers market this past Saturday, but unfortunately, because of some illness, we weren't able to do that. And so there was a whole lot of sleeping and staying home and being a little reclusive and staying away from people, for not wanting to spread germs and just not feeling like being out in public in general. So unfortunately, we weren't able to set up. Steel and Stitches was not able to make it to the final regular scheduled market of the season. So now Jersey was not feeling well. She stayed home, but I wanted to go up there. I had a couple reasons for wanting to go up there. One, I just wanted to say hi and see everybody, and see how the market was, the last market of the season. While I was there, I had to grab a few things because I just had to grab a few things. I had to.
You say about my yarn.
Yeah, I had to grab a few things. So I grabbed some apples for Jersey.
Bless you.
From Alhambra Orchard and Apiary. You got a bag of their apples, and Jersey ate one today. I have one on my desk at work. Um, I grabbed it thinking I was going to eat it today, and I didn't. It's still on my desk, so I'll probably eat it tomorrow. Um, and I stopped by and saw the fine folks at Pollard's Farms and Homestead and picked up some fresh cucumbers from them. Took one of those for lunch today, too. And went to the Big Creek Family Farm. And since this yesterday, um, Monday was Labor Day, I thought we would, you know, uh, have some, have a little, and the weather was amazing. So we spent a little time outside and broke out the grill and uh, cooked some food outside and sat around and visited for a while. So yeah, I picked up some brats and some ribeyes from Big Creek. They were delicious. I had an extra one by accident, not by design, but I ended up with an extra steak, and so that was my lunch today. So yeah, my son didn't eat it last night, so that made it fair game for me to take for lunch today. I did give him the opportunity to eat it for dinner last night, but his loss, my yummy. But yeah, let's see. Where else did we go at the farmers market? Oh, H&H Produce. I stopped by there and I got some squash, a couple of different kinds of squash, some zucchini, got uh, some what? Patty pan squash, some yellow squash, got some uh, banana peppers, some full U peppers, which full U peppers are something I had not heard of before this year. Uh, but it's a pepper that looks like a jalapeno, but it doesn't have the spice. It's got a flavor kind of sort of like a bell pepper, uh, which I got a few of those too. And Yeah, I got those from H&H and got a got a bunch of stuff from them. And stopped by IR Sweets and got Jersey some more nuts. And I got me a another Rice Krispie treat, which I've only eaten half of so far. Um, that other half probably won't last long.
Less longer than as long as it stays away from the other one.
Um, yeah, I still have a dog, although he ate half of my last crispy treat, and I was not happy. But I still have a dog.
Speaking of the dogs in the farmer's market,
Speaking of the dogs in the farmer's market,
mm-hmm.
I haven't got that far yet.
Okay.
And still, Jersey is still about 2 slides in front of me. Actually, that's on the next slide because, yeah, there are a couple of people that don't have Facebook pages, so I didn't have any graphics for them. But Clover Hill Produce, I stopped by there and I got some of their um, Carolina Reaper peppers that they have. And then I stopped by to see Rob, the pickle guy, and picked up a jar of pickles. And along with Rob's pickles, there are also some baked treats for the doggos. And even though the little turd ate my Rice Krispie treat a couple of weeks ago, I still got some treats for the doggos.
Stop, you can stop repeating that. Stop tempting fate.
So I didn't get to see Arkansas. I thought they might be there, but they weren't. But I didn't get to see them. One person thought on here that I forgot to mention is oh, the coffee guy was there, and I stopped by to see him and say hi. Hmm?
Eclipse coffee.
Yeah, Eclipse Coffee. That's who it was. Yeah, I stopped by and saw them. And forgot to swap out the names on the slide. After all that work at the farmer's market, I had to stop by Slim Chickens for lunch. I grabbed some Slim Chickens and brought that home, and we had lunch from Slim's. We probably had Slim's a couple of times in the last 2 weeks. And then this past weekend on a Saturday night, I was out at LA Nights, got to do a little DJing. I haven't done that in a while, but it was fun to kind of get out and crawl back in the DJ booth for a little while and hang out. It was a little bit of a slow night, as you might expect, because it was a holiday weekend, but it's still fun to just kind of, get out and visit with a few people, see a few faces that I recognized and a few that I didn't. Sunday afternoon lunch provided by 1812 Pizza Company. They have a cheeseburger pizza there. I haven't tried it. I need to, mostly because my grandson thinks that cheeseburger pizza is weird. So, but yeah, last time we were there, I didn't get the cheeseburger pizza. I got the buffalo chicken pizza. And because I'm just getting old and it's one of those things, I had to stop by Corner Drug and pick up some medication. They are super helpful and kind and easy to get along with. And if you're looking for a local drugstore, Corner Drug, make it one of them that you check out. And I am, yes, I am a fan of Shadrax and I do enjoy Shadrax, but I'm not a fanatically um, Shadrax or nothing person. So I'm willing to share a little bit of my time um, with some of the other coffee places. And Sunday afternoon is a really great time for Scooter's Coffee. Stop by there. Maybe there's been times we've uh, got in the car with the doggos and done the let them ride around for a little bit and stop by there, and everybody had fun then. So, but yeah, good. Got to see Scooter's. I'm still looking for one of those ducks. I keep forgetting to ask when I'm going through the drive-thru if they have any. And so that was it. That's kind of the places and the things that we did over the course of the last couple of weeks. Local businesses that we interacted with. Jersey's over there yawning, and that's just
Sorry.
really distracting. Um, yeah, it was. Man, I did not sleep good last night. I had the weirdest dream. Um, yeah, it was. I was running late from work, and I
That
was
really did happen.
that did happen. Yeah, it was funny because in my dream I couldn't. I was I got pulled over by the cops, and I was angry because I couldn't get my alarm to stop vibrating on my wrist while I was, and that was the reason why I was driving erratically, is because I was trying to get my watch to stop vibrating to get my alarm to turn off on the watch. And turns out I wasn't driving, but my watch was vibrating, telling me it was time to get up this morning. So yeah, it was really weird. Anyway, that's what we got. Stay tuned to see what's going on this coming weekend. We'll go over that Thursday. Uh, no markets for the next couple of weeks, but we do have some things coming up in the near future. So we will let you know about all the stuff that's going on in and around town. Catch us on Thursday at 8:30, and we'll see you soon. Good night, everybody.